Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. You are now tuned in to What Does It Mean to Be an Artist. My name is JustJonavin, and I'm your host for today. By the end of this episode, you'll learn exactly what it means to be an artist from an artist.
Yeah, yeah, please don't play no games here with me. Yeah, please don't play no games with me. Please don't play no games with me. Please don't play,
Welcome. It's your host, JustJonavin, and we have a very, very special guest. Got my boy Neon Deige in the building, jack of all trades, master of all.
Sir.
I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Listen, man, it's your boy Deige, Neon Deige. Like he said, jack of all trades, artist, producer, engineer, videographer, whatever you need for real. And that's just that's my moniker for years. I won't lie.
Who or what has been some of your biggest inspirations during the beginning parts of your journey?
Beginning parts, I would say, and I always tell this story all the time. I just remember when I was younger, I was watching the Usher "You Don't Have to Call" music video. I'm like, this is the coolest person alive. I'm like, I can't dance like him or sing like him, but I'm like, I got to find a way to be as entertaining as this guy. So then, following it's like, the Ushers, the Pharrells, the Jay-Z's, stuff like that, and just seeing their rise and what they do, it really motivated me to be like, why can't I do it? And then, definitely Pharrell, because I just saw how he was able to do everything. He did the fashion, he did the music, he was into skateboarding, he was into just everything. He even had his own independent films that he was doing while he was touring and stuff. So it's it made it possible that he could do all these things and still be successful.
It's crazy, at the beginning of my journey, you may or may not know this artist, but I used to live next door to an artist by the name of CYB.
Okay.
And he signed to you ever heard of Big Money Records?
Yeah.
He's one of their artists now. And I remember I used to have a conversation with him this was right when I started making beats. And I used to be damn, I'm mad because I want people to know me for my music as an artist, not as my music as a producer. And then it's now some people, they'll message me on Instagram and be like, I didn't even know you make music.
Yo,
and it'd be
God.
bro, I don't get it. But long story short, I used to want to be people to know me for my music and stuff. But then my friend was people that we know and love, Kanye or even Childish Gambino, people that we look up to, is people know them for making movies or making clothes or making beats, but they also know them for doing music and other stuff too. So I feel I used to look at it as a bad thing, but now I kind of just accepted my role in the stuff, and it's just it's just interesting to sit across somebody who also probably felt the same way in their journey at some point.
Yeah. And it's funny because I've been told I like to niche down. Everybody's like, oh, you got to find your niche. You got to niche down. Which I agree. A niche is great. If you have a niche and it works, do it. I ain't stopping nobody. But it's I think a lot of people dim their light by saying, well, I'm good at all these things, but I'll just only do this. Right. And it's if you're not fulfilled by that, it don't really matter.
How has your inspiration changed, from the beginning to now? What keeps you, wanting to create more and want to, keep pushing your brand or whatever forward?
Yeah, I think just looking at the climate of how music is now, I've noticed that, if anything, I feel as though now, the harder you work, the more you get out of it now. I think there was a time where it's okay, if you knew the right people, you had the right amount of money, it was more of a different way that the game went. But now it's if you're not really invested, you're not really putting your all into it, you're going to get left in the dust. So I think that inspires me because it's okay, cool. I feel I'm in an even playing field as an independent artist compared to artists that do have labels, because we all got to work. If you're not posting content,
you're not winning.
Exactly. It don't matter if you signed or you're not. You're not doing that, you're not going to win. So that motivates me every day to keep going, especially being independent.
And for but for some of our viewers who don't know Deige yet, he is somebody who he produces a lot of great content, and it's not just great content. It's just really good. It's the peak of the peak. With that being said, what is one thing, or what are some of the things that you do to like keep it fresh for you, but also to like, yeah, mainly like keep it fresh for you to keep you wanting, like just have that drive. Because it's one thing to create just for the sake of create. Because I know you probably gonna do that regardless if you feeling great or you love it that day.
Yeah.
But what keeps it like you super pumped about the process? Like,
I'm a goal setter. So I got more into movies once I got into the camera work. And I'm like, okay, like how did they get this scene in this shot, or how did they create this emotion with this scene? And I made a goal like, okay, like how can I make music and make stuff that gives that same exact feeling? So that's why it's like it's hard for me to just only be a full-on videographer, because my motivation comes from the music I make, the videos I make, the rollouts that I create with that stuff. Like it's all combined into one. So it's almost like every part of myself is motivating me. So it's like if I create like a good concept piece, it's like, okay, how can I make a song to top what I just put out? It's not just, oh, I got to make a song. I got to make a song better than this one. This one's like, okay, I got a song that's great. Got a content piece that's great. How can I keep doing that? It's almost like a fun goal setter to me of like, how can I keep elevating with each drop?
speaking of goals, it gives a great legway into our next question. Being a goal setter, I'm sure you set an enormous amount of goals for 2025.
Yes.
Given where we are now, it's the end of the year. And one thing that I like to do, which I'm sure you do as well, and which we all should be doing, is assessing how our progress towards those goals in 2025.
Yeah.
So with that being said, how will you assess the progress you made towards your goals in 2025 right now?
Honestly, I'm my biggest critic. So I'm glad I'm able to say this. And it didn't hit me until recently. I've achieved pretty much everything that I wanted in 2025 thus far. Just to give a little bit backstory on my career, I was signed previously. Due to creative differences and everything, we parted ways. Then I tried going the manager route and then ended up not having a manager. So this is like my first year in a long time where I was fully independent. Wasn't tied to any contracts. It was more of like, okay, like what can Deige do on his own? So at that point, my goals were mainly just how can I do what I did when I had these resources and double it myself. So seeing, the streams go up, people reacting to the content, people inviting me out more and stuff like that, that was the goal already. Like, okay, like I'm getting into rooms by myself that I didn't think I could do without a team, without management, without a label and all that. So that was the first thing that I really realized that I was able to do in 2025. And also it was really just, we get stuck in this whole algorithm, this algorithm, that. I kind of just said, what if I just created what I wanted? Like instead of like, a video got to be 15 seconds, you have to grab the attention in 3 seconds. It's like, okay, like, do I think this is hard or not? And I just decided to do that for a full year, and it's been paying off.
That's good, honestly. Yeah, honestly, it's funny that you bring out the algorithm because, like, even I find myself, like, if I'm at, like, a slow moment in the month or the year, I'm, like, thinking about the fucking algorithm.
All the
I'm
time.
Like, I'm not even thinking about what's the next piece I'm going to actually love and feel invested about. So it's good to hear somebody who, from my perspective, has mastered the algorithm, so to speak, to say, like, I'm just making what I feel, like, passionate about. So that's just refreshing and I'm pretty sure every creative needs to continue to hear that as well. With that being said, 2026 is coming up.
Okay.
I know you already probably thought about your 2026 goals in like January 2025.
I wish. If I was that prepared, like, bro, oh my God, I wish I was that prepared.
What are your goals for 2026 or a few of your goals for 2026, but what advice are you giving yourself to accomplish those goals going forward in the new year?
Yeah, so this interview came at perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Because I literally was journaling my 2026 manifestation. And, one thing that I put on there was I want to be on tour. Whether it's I have my own local tour or I'm opening up for someone's tour, I want that to be the goal for 2026. And I want 2026 to be the year I can actually put out a full project again. I've been doing a lot of the singles, EPs, just following stuff that I've heard from like the La Russells and the Russes and everything of just, consistent drops. But I want to really get to the point where I can really create like an actual project that's cohesive and actually tells something than just, regular single drops. So, I'm going to still be dropping singles in 2026, don't get me wrong. But I want to get to that point where like midway through the year, I'm like, okay, like it's project time.
Now, I know we've had this conversation briefly, like way before this was even a thought.
Yeah.
But like, let's have a little quick music conversation for a second. What is your opinion on singles versus EP versus when an artist should do it, when they shouldn't? What's beneficial? Like, let's hear Deige's thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think the cut and dry answer is singles first. Do singles when you're still
cooking me, bro.
Yeah,
I be like, yo, I be like, bro, man. And now it's like you were like another person that said that, and I'm just like, I just want to like let him like go. But sorry to cut you off.
No, you good. I'm sorry, someone.
No, you good.
Go ahead real quick. Yeah, my fault.
You good, brother.
But yeah, like I'll break it down this way. Is the way I look at a lot of artists nowadays, it's expensive. This music game's expensive. So it's like the artist in me wants to say, yeah, drop what you want. But it's like, okay, drop the singles. It's easier to promote. It's, less paper to spend. Now, if you have the budget and marketing to like put out EPs and put out projects and be able to market every song, do it.
Right.
I just think a lot of artists forget that you don't know what song could be a hit. You don't know what song could be the one that's going to take you to that next level. So that's why you definitely do the singles, build out a bunch of songs, bulk, create the songs, and then put out the songs that you believe, okay, like this is a good single, and just waterfall drop it. And then, worst case, you can always put them back on a project in the future.
Right.
So I just tell a lot of artists, really think about what's realistic. If you know you don't have a certain amount of fans, don't force yourself to create a whole project that no one's going to hear. But, you can always save it for the, put it in a tuck. And then, boom, I got that fan base of 100 to 1,000 fans is going to listen to everything I drop.
Right.
Project. And then it's going to be way more fulfilling than just forcing an album because you generally think as an artist you need to and you don't have to.
This video is brought to you by Black Clover Studios. I am very appreciative of them for providing the necessary pieces to bringing my vision to life. Whether it's the usage of their studio, their equipment, or their wonderful production team, Black Clover has exactly what you need to bring your next vision to the TV screen. How important is it to you to like master your production process, but also at the very least as an artist, how important is it to you to understand the process of production, meaning like what it takes to make a video, what it takes to make a beat, what it takes to engineer your shit, what it takes to come up with the idea. Like, talk about that importance, because I feel like in our space, like just purely on the music side, like people don't value that. And oftentimes, which I don't like, I don't even really think labels are looking for them type of people because it's not in their best interest. Yeah. So you got to deal with like that type of stuff. But at least speak on the importance of it as an independent artist.
Okay. I'm gonna make that a two-parter because I like the one thing you said at the end about why labels don't go for artists like that. But I'll answer the first part. And I don't know what's the main cam. I don't know if I should look at this.
Well, your cam that's your solo. This is the wide.
So listen, I'm gonna look at this one right here.
Right.
You need to know because people will rip you off.
Bad.
I've had people that if I knew so much about video stuff and everything now, I'd be like, you ripped me off. And like, that's not everybody. I've dealt with a lot of videographers and a lot of people that, create like great content for me and everything. But, I've seen people, get robbed for like stuff that they paid for, and it's like, you paid this much.
This for yourself.
That's what I'm saying. You could have did yourself. So that's the one thing I would say. That's why artists should know. Not because they need to take away other people's jobs. It's just to know. Like, okay, I know the process of making a beat. I know the process of, like I know what a compressor is. I know what these things are, because you don't want to be in a situation where people are using you and you don't know. And the second part, so you said labels don't really look for artists like that. It's just typically artists like that are just very smart.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to swindle an artist that does it all into signing. Because it's like, why would I give you a piece of the pie, even though I know people want to say
right
0% is nothing. But what if I do make that 0% into 100 and now I'm giving it to a label just
then
because?
You're cooked.
Exactly. Like, then you're cooked. Then you're stuck into songs where you might not see a profit for a minute and everything. And, some artists should sign. If you don't want to do all that work and you feel like, nah, that's just not me, then, yeah, like, signing, I definitely understand. But if you're an artist that is fully innovative and you're not ready to give someone all that ownership without having creative control, I don't think you should sign.
I mean, yeah, I just purely on like the knowledge part, it's just, it gets exhausting, because it's like you get to the point where it's like your friends are making these bad decisions, and it's just like,
Yeah.
like, I know I don't have the energy in the world to do all of my friends' stuff, but at least pick up your phone or something and do it for yourself, for the sake of going through the process, understanding it, and being able to replicate it at a bigger and better scale.
Exactly.
When you are more capable of it.
Exactly. Or worst case, just build your own team out. Like, you don't need a label to find you an engineer, a producer, a videographer. You don't need them. They can. But you can actually find that through your own people and everything. So it's like, to your point, like, you don't got to be someone that does everything. But as long as you can find people that can do everything or do those things you need, then you might as well go for that.
What does it mean to be an artist to you?
That's a tough one. What I think it means to be an artist is to be authentic to yourself. We have a lot of people that cosplay as an artist, but they're not really authentic to it. I think a real artist is someone who is really them to the core, and they're bringing you into their own world of it. So it's like, I look at a lot of artists like Jay-Z, like he had like that whole mob persona. Like you felt like you listened to his music, he's like a mob boss.
Right.
Like he brought you into his world, and it was authentic because of his past. So I think it's a mixture of just being authentic and bringing people into the world that you're creating.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have said it even better. Like, there is a lot of people cosplaying as artists, and I literally couldn't have said that better, which is crazy. Now, before we wrap up, I do want to ask you 2 questions. First question, though, is who has been some of your favorite people to collaborate with in 2025?
Let's see, because I had a lot of great work with some people, so it's not down for getting nobody. I feel like all the stuff that I've kind of created with a bunch of people has been really great. I would say on the video front, it's been a blessing to work with shout out to Brizzy on the beat. I've been doing a lot of his content stuff. We've done some crazy content ideas, music video ideas. So I would say him and my guy Young Bench. We've done, it's been dope working with him because he's an artist kind of like rebranding, starting from the ground up, and just being able to be a part of that beginning process has been great. So on the video front, I would say that. On the music side, I know we got something in the works. I can't count it for 2025. It ain't out yet, so I won't count it.
He's showing love. I
had to show love. But I would say my guy TYG on the new EP I just put out on the Light Pack 2. We have a song, and we were singing that song for a minute. He was like, yeah, we got to drop that joint. And I was being scary because I wasn't sure. I'm like, people going to rock with it. And I put it out, and like, people was rocking with it. They was rocking with it. We performed it in Silk City on the Neon Night. It was unreleased. And people was getting lit to that joint.
Did that like make you want to put it out more? You know it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's been songs that I perform, and I'll be like, I know the mix is not it. Like, I know. Like, I know it's no reverb on the vocal. I know it does not have what it needs. And then they're like, my friend is on it, and they're like, yo, let's perform it. And I don't want to be like nutty to my friends, so I just be like, yeah. And then you go, and everybody love it.
Yo, literally.
Everybody loves it.
That's what happened to us, because, like, I felt like my mix wasn't that great. I liked his mix for his verse better than my own. And I'm like, it's cool, yada, yada. And then, like, he was performing on that slide. He said, we got to do the song. I'm like, all right, bet. And I'm like, yeah, like, this song's crazy. I was sleeping on it. And now so many people like it now.
That's a good joke. That's a good moment. Like, I feel like that's such a common moment.
Yeah,
like, it's
most
so
definitely.
crazy because you never really know what's going to resonate with the people. Like you said earlier, you never know what's really a hit.
That's a fact.
But last question, just to wrap everything up, what has been your favorite piece of media that has been released in 2025? Like, whether it's a piece you created or a piece that really inspired you by someone else, just let us know.
Wow.
Like, for me, I'll give you mine, for instance.
Yeah,
like,
when
when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, have you seen the Love Hurts, Jalen Hurts commercial?
I have.
That's
a great commercial.
Yo, you gotta watch the Love Hurts, Jalen Hurts commercial. Like,
I didn't even think about that.
The writing on that joint is like, and the thing is like 10 seconds.
Oh, it's not that. It's like short form content.
And it's like they didn't even shoot anything for it. It's all like archival footage. But the writing and the music is just so beautiful. Like, it really, watching that was like, man, I gotta come different. Like,
that's a fact.
But
okay. I would say that's so tough. I've seen so much great content out there. I think one music video that I saw that really inspired me was the Tyler the Creator Darling I music video.
Okay.
I love that song already. Like, that was my favorite song off of Chromacopia. And then seeing that music video and like the way that he intertwined his whole love life. Like, he intertwined him dating an older woman, had Nia Long in it. He intertwined him dating like this like kind of like hippie, kind of like, power to the people girl, which is like Willow Smith. And then him just showing like the stages of love and like showing just basically his music career also through that. I don't know, like, I could be talking definitely wrong about the whole reasoning of the video.
I mean, it's your interpretation.
Exactly.
Of it, so
yeah, like, it's just my interpretation. But I just remember watching that music video. I'm like, I already love this song, but I kept replaying the music video all day because I'm like, he doesn't miss on his videos.
I literally just this year just got into like music videos.
Really?
Like, how you said when you grew up and like you used to watch the music videos on MTV. I never did that shit.
Really?
Never. Like, I used to, like, I'm not even gonna lie, until like this year when I like literally had to make them for myself, I would never watch them because I never was like, why am I gonna watch the music video?
That's crazy.
Like, why? I literally would reject music videos. Which is ridiculous now because like,
that's crazy because like that's what really got me into video. Like, just watching music videos, especially the ones in like 2000s, like 2010s, like the budget in those videos, insane.
Yeah, that's when they was really throwing the budgets out for the music.
That's when they really had a budget. And I remember like if I keep going back to that Usher music video, but like just like the scene of him going to the club, he goes into the club, the whole dance sequence, like the amount of stuff that went into that video. Which is insane. It might be a little bit too much in this day and age,
right? Like,
but like,
crazy.
It was crazy to see. Like, I'm like, bro, like they did all this just for what, like a 3 to 4 minute song?
They broke their bank for it.
Bro, they broke the bank for 3 to 4
Shout
minutes.
out Usher.
Yeah, shout out Usher, man.
But I'm not gonna hold up too much of your time, my guy. I appreciate you. We from this community, we appreciate your hustle, your effort. Please continue to produce and be great as you are, because it's truly inspirational. But like I said, appreciate your time, my brother.
Of course, man. Appreciate you.
Link. We got something coming soon, Make sure y'all stay tapped in. He always got something coming. Any last words you want to say to the people?
Honestly, just keep creating. I know this is probably for the other artists and creatives to see. Just keep creating and build your own world and your own vision. Don't follow trends. Following trends is cool, but build your own trend and your own vision as well too.
Appreciate you. Y'all heard it here first. Thank y'all for tuning in.
All right, peace.
Thanks, brother. Let me play that. Thank you guys for watching. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my team over at Black Clover Studios. Thank you guys so much for helping this vision come to life. Make sure you guys at home like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more episodes.